Hey everyone. Hi. I just was crafting and thought, you know what? I'm gonna try and go live. Um, Kristin's gonna join us as soon as she gets ready. Um, she'll let me know. So hopefully she'll tell me when she's here in the chat. But again, I'm working with polymer clay like I always do. I'm going to make a Skinner blend. I don't know if anybody knows what a Skinner blend is. Anybody that works with polymer clay probably does. It's a blend where you go from a light color all the way through to a dark color. It'll fade out to a dark color. So I'm choosing my colors, what I want to fade to, and I'm really not sure. What I'm trying to do is make a cane. Now, I'm no good at caning. I'm not going to pretend I am. I've tried a few different times and I'm just not good at it. But I'm going to keep trying until I at least get decent at it. So, I mixed up some clay. This is a white, and I'm going to use it in the middle, for the middle of the cane. And I wanted to do a blue, but I'm not sure what color blue do I want. I have these two colors. Let's see if there's any other color blue in here. Here's another blue in here. That might be a mix of those two, looking at it. And I have a headache. I think it's going to rain. If it's not going to rain, it's thinking about it. Let's see. I have those three. And I have, because I need a little bit more than one of those little blocks. I have this one, which is dirty. It needs cleaned up. I have this one. And I have this one, which needs cleaned up. And I have this light one, but I'm not going to use it. That's not the color I want. And these are just pieces of clay that I've had from before, used on other projects or whatever. So I'm just going to take my clay blade here and clean this surface a little bit, take off so I can reveal some nice clean clay underneath. I've been doing all kinds of things today. I made icing for polymer clay that's called icing. It's I made a dish of black. What it is liquid. It turns liquid polymer clay. And I have it in here. Hi, Ma. How are you? I have it in here. I was added some mineral oil to some black polymer clay to soften it up, and I forgot about it. And I found the baggie, and it was all like goopy. So I made black polymer clay, which I might use on another project another time. I have about 4 things I want to do. I have this mold that I want to, I could use this polymer clay icing in, fill up these molds here and bake it. And then when you take them out, they're real thin like this. They come out to look like this. So I made these yesterday, which I'm not happy on how they came out, but you know, it was the first time me doing it, so we gotta just figure it out. Yeah, shipping. I mailed everything yesterday. It took me a while, but I finally got everything mailed out from last week and this week when Kristin and I were on. I mailed it out yesterday. When I went to go get my medication, I have to travel an hour away when I get my pain medication. So while I was doing that, I took my packages. I had 6 of them and mailed those out. So thank heavens they're done. That's a lot of stress. At least for me, it is. Is it for you, Ma? Do you get stressed when it's time to mail? Or when, like, maybe you should have had them out yesterday and you didn't? I get real stressed. Right now, I'm conditioning this clay. One is real soft and one is real hard. You have to condition polymer clay before you can use it. And what conditioning means is that you warm it up, you wake it up, you get the polymers moving so that they're lined up and form plastic when they're baked. So you got to knead it and roll it and get it warmed up. And this might take a little bit of time because this one is really, really firm. Yeah, it is a long drive, but here's the thing. It costs me $200 for 2 medications if I travel an hour away. If I don't, it costs me $265 for 1 medication where they deliver it to my house. That's only 1. That's not the other one I need 2, and they're pain medications. So when I figured that out, I had been paying $265 every 30 days for over a year, and it was killing me, of course. So when I discovered that I can go get them filled at another pharmacy, but the only pharmacy is that far away, it's worth it to me, you know? I can get both prescriptions filled for $200. So I save $65 plus the cost of the other prescription and get, even though I have to travel. So for me, it's worth it. It is worth the drive. I think so. Even though that 30 days comes awful fast, you know, it's like I turn around and there it's time to go again. But I wasn't able to get any other medications when I was paying that, you know. I mean, I'm on 15 different meds and I wasn't able to get any other ones because I didn't have any other money. So yeah, it's well worth it. And then in the summertime, my husband and I, we will get on the Harley and go on a Saturday, you know, so it makes it a nice little trip for us to go on, and we'll grab some supper or some lunch or whatever time it is, or hit some flea markets on the way home or whatever, you know. So it's your first time for mailing out, getting packages ready to mail out. It was my first time too. And I'm just glad that it's over with. I feel like we sell on Thursdays, and Thursday, and then up until, well, I had them done Saturday, and we went out, and I forgot to take them. I know, 6 packages sitting here. You'd think I would remember, right? I walked right past them, didn't even think. And then Sunday we didn't go anywhere. So yesterday I went and grabbed them and made it a point to get to the mail. So, yeah. But I felt like I should have had them out before then, even though I don't know why. I don't know why I feel that. Maybe that's just something I'm going to have to get a hold of right away, is to not feel like I have to have them out immediately. Yeah, we have a Harley and we ride it 3 seasons. If as long as it's above 55, I'm okay riding. We have chaps and leathers and all that we put on, and as long as it's above 55 or above, I'm okay. But once it drops past 55, I just can't keep warm, no matter what, because the air is always damp. And the damp air is a whole lot different than the dry air. It gets right under your skin, and you just can't get warm. But it makes it easier to go on a road trip that way. Just make a time of it while we're out. Then I don't mind. But like yesterday, I went to have an MRI done in the morning on my lower back, and I get there and they tell me my appointment was for an hour later, not the time I showed up, which is the time I wrote down. I wrote down 10, so I was there at 9:30, and they said, no, your appointment's not till 11, but our MRI machine is down and we're having a technician come at 11, so could you go get breakfast or something? And I'm like, well, no, but I have to go get my medication. It's about an hour away. And he said, that's perfect. Go do that and then come back or call, and we'll try and get you in as soon as we can. So I went and did that, and I called, and I couldn't get through to the radiology department, and turns out I was getting a phone call while I was trying to get through, and it turns out it was the radiology department calling me saying that their machine is going to be down all day. So they rescheduled my appointment. But then I just came home after that. But who would have figured, the MRI machine is down? Crazy. Okay. Kristin, let me know when you come in. I'll bring you in. So that was my day yesterday, but at least I got everything mailed out. Everyone's packages went out. This cellophane is really thin on this clay, and it's hard to see. There, I think I got it all. Okay, so I'm going to mix these two because they look like they're the same color to me. So I'm going to put these two together, and I might mix this in with it, I'm not sure. Or I might just keep it this. Depends on how much I end up with. I need a decent amount of clay to make a cane, though, so I might end up adding all of the colors together. I don't know yet. This one, it's all right. It's not really hard, and it's not really too soft. It's about good. And this one's softer, but crumbly. So I'm just going to mix these two together. I'm waiting on a package, and I'm real excited to get it, but I have a feeling I won't get it today. Usually when the mailman has a package, it'll say out for delivery. But this one says to be delivered by 9 p.m., I think it says, which means that the second mail carrier would have it on their truck. But that doesn't always mean it's going to be delivered. So I might not get it till tomorrow, which is a bummer because I'm really excited to get it. Some other things I'm going to do on here. I want to play with my jelly plate, but I want to do this first. I'm not going to play on it today, but I will come on live and play on it another time. I've never played on it. I've had it for over a week, and I haven't even opened it. But I am excited to. I don't know if I'm going to be any good at it. It's just a whole other set of stuff that I got to get out to play on it with. So see how smurf my hands are? Sometimes polymer clay has a lot of color in it. It depends on the clay. Sometimes it doesn't. Just depends. I'm going to share this out because I didn't do that yet. Okay, there. Shared it out. Ma, do you work with polymer clay at all? Or have you ever? What do you think of it? Modeling clay? Yeah. Well, polymer clay, I'm not sure if you know, I'm sure you do though. Polymer clay, you have to bake it. It doesn't harden up, and well, modeling clay never hardens no matter what. But polymer clay, you make hard, you cure it when you bake it. So I make a lot of things with polymer clay. The latest thing I've been doing are these trinket dishes. These are two that well, this one's no good. This one got a bubble in it. Got an air bubble in it when it was baking. And I rebaked it, popped the air bubble, rebaked it, and still couldn't get it to go down. I even squirted glue in the tiny little pinhole I made and held it, and all it did was crack. So, bummer, but that one's ruined. This one's good. A mint green with a resin glaze that I put on them. And then this one isn't glazed yet. It doesn't need to be glazed. I just glazed them because I felt it gave it a better look. But this one, the rim that I put on moved, so it doesn't look good. So I'm not selling that one. It's not good enough to sell. You have that when you make things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Oh, you have? Yeah, I go on Lisa's channel, Flipping Crazy, and I work, you know, I make some things with her. Um, I've made some, covered some boxes, wooden boxes with polymer clay, some cardboard boxes, you know, and I sell when I can. I sell what I can when I can. And the latest thing I've been making are fridge magnets, but I put those away. They're not out right now. There's nowhere for me to grab any. But yeah, I've been making fridge magnets, a set of lips and owls and flowers. Beautiful flowers. The flowers are so cheery. I've made those, but I haven't sold any of those, which is I thought was kind of curious because I thought they would sell. So I made a bunch of them. Well, now my fridge has a bunch of flowers on them. Yeah, the glazing, the resin does make them shiny instead of matte. That's right. Um, and the other thing is there are shiny spots on the bottom, like where it touched the mold. There's shiny, and then there's matte where it didn't touch the mold as much, and I don't like that. That to me looks terrible. So I wanted it to be uniform, so I glazed the whole thing. Well, resined the whole thing. Okay. Like I said, I want to try and make a Skinner blend, but I'm not sure how. I'm going to start out with half of the white. And excuse my fingernails. I know they're horrid looking. I look filthy dirty, but honestly, it's from making this stuff. I made this morning, and that does not come off unless you use a scrub brush and you do it for a couple days. But this is polymer clay that's called icing. It's liquidy. You can spread it like frosting on a cake. Um, and like I said, I didn't realize it was like that till I put my hands in the bag to pull it out, and it was all gooey. And I'm like, oh, geez, so that stuff doesn't really come off. And I'm still working with clay, so I wipe them off. Hi, Clint. How are you? So I wipe them off. Yeah, my kitchen's very cheerful. You should see my fridge. It's smiling. It's got all those pretty flowers on it. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the way to start, see, it picks up dark. No matter how clean my hands are, it picks up this dark. Ugh. So if I remember correctly, they make a triangular shape like this. One like this. What is that? Okay, so one like this. Oh, Kristin, I sent it in Messenger. Look in Messenger, and if you don't have it there, let me know. I'll be looking for you. What are you doing today, Clay? Anything fun? Hello? Are you here?
Can you hear me?
You are. Hi.
How are you? Sorry.
You doing okay today?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. What you making today?
I think I'm going to try and make a bunny painting.
A what?
Bunny painting. Bunnies
Yeah.
for Easter. We'll see how it goes.
What did you call it? A bunny what?
Bunny painting, you know? I'm going to paint.
God, for some reason, I thought you were saying paging. I don't know why I heard it that way. I couldn't hear it any other way once I heard it that way. You know how that works?
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. I'm
Painting.
trying to make
What are you doing? Are you making a cane?
I'm gonna try, okay? And I use that term extremely loosely, all right? Because I'm not good at it. I don't ever have the right kind of clay because it takes really firm clay. And I always have like not bargain clay, but the less expensive clay. And
Oh, it takes firm clay, huh?
very firm clay to get nice sharp details, not this sticky gooey stuff that I have. So
Sorry, I had to move my thing. You guys will come right back. Just a sec.
spring cleaning, Clint. You can come do my place next.
Oh, please. Yes. Mine too.
I'm so glad you could come on with me.
That was a good idea.
Well, all day I thought I'm going to make a video of me making a cane. Well, first, okay, here's the thing. I bought all these silver fixings for post earrings and for I have more coming for hook earrings and bales for pendants. Because because a lot of things I make would look really, a lot of the techniques I like to do would look pretty on a pendant. So I bought them, spent all day, and I swear, I mean all day. Like at 7:30 this morning, I was raring to go, thinking, okay, I've got some really good ideas put away. I'm going to pull those out and start making some earrings and pendants since I have the hooks and the hardware now. Well, all day I've been sitting here trying to do something and I couldn't get my motor running.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, I'll make a video. Well, 2 hours ago, I thought that I'll make a video. And I couldn't figure out what to make. I mean, I've just been like in this slump, and then it's like, okay, I want to go live because no one else I couldn't find anybody else live. So I text you and see if you want to go live, and here we are. So I'm going to try and make a clay cane that I can reduce and put on a base clay and make a pendant.
Oh, that'll be good.
Like I have this cutter. I tried a pendant with green and yellow. And this is a heart-shaped pendant, and it has a heart cutout in the middle. So you actually get 3 different pieces of clay. You get your cutout with the ridge, flat, and then the heart. So I had that, and I had a circle cutter, and I have a couple sizes of those and a couple hearts. And I tried to do you cut out and fill in with the next color, and I couldn't get anything made. I just tried and I couldn't produce a thing. So now I have to let this clay cool down because it's very warm and very soft. So I'm going to
Yeah,
let it.
because all you're playing with it made it soft.
Well, yeah, I had to condition it because I mixed two colors together to get this one. And this one is two different kinds of white. So I had to mix those together, and that made them very soft. So now they're very, very soft, and I'm just going to let them sit a little bit.
So, here, light up my paper here a little bit. So I was starting a base drawing.
You're dark. See you.
I know, I fixed it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry.
So I was drawing. I'm going to draw two bunny rabbits. I have like an idea in mind from a photo, but I ran out of space on the other one. So I thought I might do that. So I have a longer piece of paper. So I'm going to try again. And let's see, the middle of my paper is about here. And with watercolor, you have to do it really light. So you may not be able to see my drawing much. And that's okay. Don't worry about it. You're not missing anything. I'm not a drawer. And I used to have teachers that tell me, if you can paint, you can draw. It's two different things, people. And I never told the student it was the same thing, because it's not. If you can paint, you don't necessarily draw. You're not a drawer. When you paint, you have a brush that causes much larger swaths to go down than a pencil. And it's a different type of line that goes down. So it's totally different when you paint. Oops, that is a totally screwed up ear.
That's a good idea. Thank you.
What?
Oh, she asked if I could set those off to the side and start something else. And it's like, yeah, I absolutely can, Here,
how about I put up the chat instead of the private chat?
Yeah, I don't think you'll see much on the private chat. I don't know what's on. I think it's a bit of liquid clay.
There.
Blue. I don't know.
Oh,
maybe
so Barbie's here. Ma's here.
Barbie, yeah. Ma has been my first.
Clint's here.
Yep.
And now my screen just went down. Part of my problem is, guys. Oh no, you don't. Okay.
Not today.
There we go. I'm back.
Good. Tell it today.
Not today, you all. There we go. You don't get to screw with me today.
That's right. We did it Thursday. We allowed it to have its temper tantrum. Now we're done. It's over.
Now you're done. No more playing with me.
No, not allowed.
No. And I don't usually do a drawing first because, well, you'll see in a minute, because my drawings.
Oh. Okay,
but,
so tell us your process, because I would love to be able to paint, but I can't paint, I can't draw, and you're doing both. So you say
another way to do. Oh, that's too bright now. Let's see. Oh.
I'm going to mix these two together.
Here, now you can see my drawing. Another way to do it, if you're not either way, is to go online. And like, I can put my drawing up for you, and you can print it off, and then you can use what's called graphite paper. So you can lay your print down and then trace it, and then you have it on there. So you don't even have to draw it. And then if you don't have a picture like from somebody, Bunny sit in grass, so I put some grass down there. If you don't have if you just have a picture that you've taken, then just print it off and take the graphite paper and put it under it, and then trace around the main objects of your picture. And that will give you where you need to start. And when you start with, my bunny's not going to look like the bunnies in the picture, but that, who cares? No one, and remember, no one but you sees the picture.
Okay.
So I'm.
Do you erase the lines, or when you trace them?
No, I paint over the lines. You want, hopefully I've done them thin or light enough that you're not going to see them when I paint.
Okay, you do them light enough. Okay.
That's why I'm doing them a little bit darker so you guys can see them. Oh, no. There, see? But they're light, especially in watercolor, because you cannot paint over them. Another secret is there are these things called watercolor pencils, and
Yes.
then they melt away like watercolor.
Well, I used to do that as a kid. I used to have just a little cap of water, and I would dip my color pencils in there and color with them. That's what I used to do as a kid. I didn't like regular coloring with pencils. I always wet them.
Yeah, they have watercolor pencils now, and you can buy them fairly inexpensively. And I love them. I can do I can do that next time we craft is I'll get my watercolor pencils out. Because they're fun to play with too.
I was way ahead of my time.
Oh, that is definitely the way. If you have regular pencils, you can use they have special pencil you can get with a binder in them, and it will melt the wax for you. And you can and it will do the same thing.
Yeah, but I was a kid in the 60s and 70s. So that was a long, long, long time before they came up with any watercolor color pencils, or even the idea of it, you know?
I know. When they came up with it, I was so excited.
I thought that's what was my first thought is, I've been doing that for a long time. Wonder why.
I'm sure there are a lot of people that had been doing it for a long time.
We think to come up with, making those millions of dollars. Do you pick your color palette first?
Yeah, so since I'm doing bunnies, I'm going to use browns. So I'm going to go ahead and wet some browns. This one, oh, that one's going to be too pink, so I won't use that one. I'll use this one and that one. And I'm not going to be too precious with this because I don't know how it's going to turn out. And his eye's going to have some black in it, so I'll do some grays and blues. Okay. Watercolor, you don't typically have black, so you have grays and blues, but you can do your black with that. And then let's see, the grass is going to be green. And since I'm using browns, I'm not going to use a real bright grass probably. So I'll get some darker greens and probably over here. Okay, there we go. And then let's see. That'll be it. This is a very limited color palette. I might use a little pink or yellow to accent something. So then I don't have my big brush out here, but okay. Oh, I do. It's just at the sink. I washed it out. Look there. I washed it out.
I'm opening a new roller, guys, because I usually don't use my roller. I use my pasta machine. Lay flat, but I am going to texture this with this texture board here, which is like a firm rubber. I want this clay to have a texture to it, so instead of me sitting here doing this forever, I'm going to roll roll it on. That way it'll come deeper and faster.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And then I'm going to try and do some cutouts.
So I'm going to use, oh, I should have done a little bit of yellow probably because I'm going to use it for a highlight. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. And I wet my whole painting so I can add just a little bit of highlight. And you, let's see. So here's the highlight. The birds are like, really? You're going to do that?
Barbie, that's
what'd she say?
Teacher.
What'd she say?
She says Barbie says her teacher held her picture up to the class as an example of what not to do when doing perspective.
Yeah, well, Barbie, mine did too. My teacher in 8th grade, I thought I told this story the other week. He told me, or he told the whole class when he was walking around that he hoped I wasn't, and he knew that my goal was to be an artist. He hoped I wasn't planning on being an artist because I stunk. And then our senior year when we were applying for scholarships, I got the scholarship and his son didn't.
Oh, is that why he said that?
Well, I don't know if that's why he said that. He said that when we were in 7th grade, I think. But it scarred me for life.
I think, yeah. Why do people do that? I don't understand.
My mom was a teacher, and my mom would never say something like that to anyone. And I didn't get my degree in teaching. I did teach for a couple of years, but I would have never said that to anyone. Ooh, I like that. That's cool.
Came out nice. Woo! Echo says, woo!
Echo says, I like it. I like it. That color brown. I don't know this palette. This is that new palette I got, guys. So I don't know the colors real well. So I'm testing them over on my, usually I have a piece of paper, but I'm not in my studio, which is coming along. Oh, do I like that color? I think I like this one the best. Okay. So I'm adding washes here. I'm not doing any definition really. I'm just adding base colors so that when I go back in, I have an idea. So we know the ground and the bunnies are going to be kind of brown. So I'm going to add a little bit of brown. And yeah, see how it blooms? That's because I made sure my paper was wet. Because I just want suggestions of color right now. I'm just blocking in colors. I'm going to block in some of my bunny. Barbie, I've had some severe head injuries over the years, and I can't do perspective very well at all. So yeah, you don't want to follow me. When I taught perspective at the private school I was teaching at, it was really difficult to teach perspective to somebody when you can barely do it yourself. I went online and followed and got some cheats. Because now, because everybody, you can get cheats off the internet for things. So that's what I did. This paper had a little, I'll show you, it's tipped over. See, it had a little blue spot on it because I just grabbed some paper out of my stack that was already taped up and ready to go. Because Kim just texted me and said, "Do you want to go on?" So I just grab some stuff and I'll make that so it'll work for me somehow. We'll make the green and the blue kind of work. So now what I have here, it's still very light. I know you guys can't see a lot there. I made it a little darker, but I've blocked in my bunny. He's not too blocked in. Do I have some more on here? Yeah. And I live in Colorado, so my paper is drying really fast. So yeah, I have to keep wetting it and blocking. Bunny, where'd you go? But my pencil lines are almost disappeared already. And I've barely put any color but yellow and brown on. So that's a good thing.
Hi, Jude. Welcome in.
Hey, Jude.
We're just crafting today. Kristin's painting. I'm working with polymer clay. I have these Chameleon Powders. They're mica powders, and they're by Nick Pro. And they're 8 colors. They're color changing. Chameleon Powders are color changing powders. And I have
I've never heard of those.
Yeah, they change from, this one changes from blue to green. This one changes from purple to green to red. Or blue, I mean, purple, green, and blue. This one, blue and purple. And
the paper's already dry.
Gold to a blue.
So I think I'm going to make them in a field. So I'm going to dab in some flower color. So do they change like by heat, or how do they change? What do you mean?
Reflection of the light.
Oh, okay.
Depending on which way the light hits. I don't know. Is it coming across?
Oh, I see. Yes. Oh, so they're like pearlescent or something like that.
Yeah, they're called Chameleon Powders. They're like not like mica, but not like glitter either. I guess they're more like mica. Now, here's against the black lid, which is the best way to see it.
Oh,
it's purple, and then it goes to blue. And I have a little piece of scrap clay here. I'm going to test each color and see what I like on it, because I'm going to go over the top of this design and bring it out with the mica powder. So I'm going to start with this color. You only get a little bit on your finger. You don't want it thick. In fact, I like to tap it off. And it's going to come out completely different than it looks in the container when it's on a colored clay.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It just looks green-blue to me.
Okay, we need to teach the birds how to say, go, girl, go.
Do we?
You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah. I'm trying to teach them, let's go Pens, because we live in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh Penguins are a hockey team, and I'm a hockey fan. So,
oh, no. Let's go Avs. Let's go Avs.
Every time we score a goal, I say, woo, and Echo says, woo.
Go Avs. Go Avs.
I'm trying to say, let's
go. If they say Avs instead of Pens, that'll be hysterical.
Yeah, and I'll be like, hey, wait a minute. This one, I like this one. Can you see the 2 different colors?
Oh, yes, I can. Okay, pull it towards towards the right, towards your tonic sign.
Oh, up here.
Look at that. It's like mermaid.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use this one. This one is the one that I like better, because it's
so you like the turquoisey one better.
Yes, it's going to show on the relief design much better.
Okay.
So I'm going to tap a little bit out on my tile. Put the lid back on, because you don't want to breathe or sneeze or anything when they have the mica powders out.
Oh my gosh, no, I bet not.
Yeah, they go everywhere, and they're really expensive, so you know.
Oh, they are. Okay.
They are. So again, I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger and kind of tap it off, and I'm just going to go right across the top very gently on the top.
That is not a grass color. That is just hideous.
Just to show you what it'll do.
Okay,
Can you see
better?
Does that show the design?
Oh, yes, it does. Oh, that's cool.
I'm still kind of dark, even though I've got a light right there. But so once I'm done with the whole thing, I'll show it to you when I'm done with the whole thing. I'm going to switch out my light for next time. I have so many different lights.
Oh, you do?
And I want one that's brighter. This one's okay for certain things, but not for showing on camera. It's just not it's not giving me enough light. Woo, Echo.
Somebody said you ought to record your birds and just have that up on your channel, because they would listen to that to go to sleep.
Really?
Yes, they sent me a note.
Really? Because they talk a lot too. They don't just chirp and make noise. They actually talk and say words.
Yeah, you ought to do that
when we're alone. They don't seem to do it much when I'm on.
They don't like us.
Saying woo woo, you know, but because they're not, they know something else is going on. They know it's not just us.
Oh yeah, they know you're talking to somebody or something.
Yeah. So it's like company. When company comes, you know, they dummy up, you know. But when,
they're shy, like toddlers.
They get like, okay, I don't know how to talk. I don't know.
What do you want?
Yeah. What are you saying? Why are you asking me? I don't know. But when we're alone, like he'll whistle the Andy Griffith song, he'll whistle the Addams Family song, and
so you ought to record them and put it up on your YouTube channel just as streaming time.
Yeah, I should, huh? Just for a little bit. And then like Ella, she says hello in my voice. Her and Echo both have my voice down pat, because the first thing I do when I open that door and come in the house is I say hello, I'm home.
Hello.
So they have my voice, and they both say hello, which isn't any big deal. But then
that's
Ella,
cool.
whenever she needs my attention, she'll say "Aw," which is exactly what I said the first time I picked her up. I said, "Aw," because she was so adorable, and that stuck in her little head. So when she wants me to pay attention to her, she'll say, "Aw," and it's so sweet the way she does it. Oh my God. And then Echo says, you know, when I clean out their pen area, I have to make sure I wear some kind of slipper or shoe with a pretty good toe on it, because Echo will come after my toes.
Oh.
I don't know why. Parrots go after people's toes. Don't ask me why, but they do. And I'm always saying to him, "Where are you? Where are you?" Because I want to make sure he's not going to dart out from under one of the cages and get my toes, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because they draw blood. They can crush bone, you know.
Yeah, no, that's why I don't like birds. You told me they bite.
Oh, they do. Yeah, they do. And he
scares me.
He won't think, "Oh, I'm going to go hurt Mom." That's not what he'd be thinking. I know,
but the idea of it still bothers me.
Yeah, he'd be all excited, like, "Oh, let's play. There's something that's moving."
I know. It just freaks me out.
Yeah. So, but I say, "Where are you? Where are you?" And every morning and every night when I cover him up, he'll say, "Where are you?" "There you are." And he says it just like that, because that's what I say to him when I find him. "There you are."
There you are.
Yeah, I'm real dramatic with my voice, and you know how like you talk to a baby, you know, you overemphasize and you get your high voice and all that. Well, I do that.
If you guys didn't know, Kim used to run a preschools. So
oh yeah, I used to be
the administrator of some of them. So yeah, she's going to be over dramatic.
Very so. Yes. So anyway, so they talk. You know, they say a lot of things like. Echo will say, "Come on, John," just like that.
John.
Yep, it's so funny. I don't know. They say a lot of other things too. Hi Denise, I didn't see you come in.
Who's here?
Hi, Strong Minds. Strong Minds. What's your name? I'm sorry, I don't remember. We have Jewelry by Denise, and we have Strong Minds Jewelry Lovers. Not sure.
All right. So in watercolor, you build up in layers. It's translucent, so you see through the layers. So you make your textures by building up your layers. I always make my bunny ears way too big, like bugs. So that's part of one of the things I watch out for. My bunny is becoming monochromatic, so I'm going to have to pick another color. There we go. Kim, that looks awesome with that. Whatever chrome thing you put on top.
Yeah, that's the color shifting powder. It's actually blue to a green. And I know it's not coming across on the camera. It's not. But you can see the definition that it's bringing out,
yeah,
right?
It gives, if people are beaders out there, it gives kind of a miracle bead kind of thing to it.
Yeah, right. I'm going to make a pendant out of this one. I have bail tomorrow.
I'll have to send you some beads that match that to put your pendant on. Oh God, that's terrible. See, I put this horrible color on. I'm going to mop that up. That color cannot stay. Oh, you missed it there. And as long as your color is not a staining color, you can mop it up pretty good. Ugh. And staining colors are, oh God, that was a horrible brown. What the heck? Who wants that orange? Staining colors are like some of your blues and reds. Like when you put lipstick on, when you put a red lipstick on, it stains your lips. Yeah. Well, that's in watercolor. There are colors that stain. So you have to be very careful.
That stain what? I'm sorry. What do they stain?
Paper. They'll stain your paper.
They won't run. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, because they'll get down into the paper fibers.
Okay.
And they're fine. That's fine if they're the color you want and they're not orange like that hideous color that I just put on was. So like I use paper towels, and that paper towel will dry and I'll reuse it, except for that paper towel now has that horrible orangey brown on it. I will throw that away because I don't want to take the risk that it will reactivate with the water and get on anything that I might ever touch again. Because that was just hideous.
Okay, so what I just realized, and it was totally by accident, is that this clay that I have is the same color as the shimmer that I put on here.
Uh-oh.
No,
that's good or bad?
I want that.
Oh, because, you want that? Okay.
Yeah. Now, I have two different size cutters here. I am going to make a larger circle with that same pattern and put a darker blue on it and then put this on it. So it'll be opposite. Make sense?
Yep.
So let's see how that's going to look. Denise says, love watching you both craft. Very relaxing. How sweet is that?
That's very sweet.
I love
not relaxing to me.
Yeah, I love to watch people craft. I just don't know very many people do it. I've seen, caught a lot of people lives where people are crafting, but not often, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Not often. Okay, so I'm going to put this piece. This is called a veneer.
This is veneer. Oh, so you're putting it over something.
I'm going to put that one aside. I'm going to use this, put the same texture on it, and I'm going to use a dark blue powder on it. Cut it with the bigger cutter and put this disc on top of that. You'll see.
Oh, God. he's not looking too bad in my picture.
No, he looks cute as hell.
Well,
can I say hell on the internet?
I don't care. Doesn't bother me. We can just mark it as not for children.
Yeah. That bad bird. I've heard a lot worse online.
I have too.
Okay, so let me get an indentation here. Oh, it's going to be sticky. Oh, you're going to be a pain in my butt, aren't you? Yep. You sure are. All right.
Did the birdies get their almonds yet today?
Yeah, 10 o'clock. They know. They know when 10 o'clock hits, it's almond time.
It's
And
almond time.
It's almond time. I'll say to them, guess what time it is? It's almond time. Yay, almond time. Ella turns around in circles.
Oh, how funny. See, you need to record that too.
She gets so excited. She turns around in circles because she knows it's almond time.
It's all right, Bear. So I was talking to, I don't know. Do you know who Just Sandy is, Kim?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to her the other night, and we're going to do a challenge against each other and make a ring.
Nice. That'll be fun.
It'll be. I think we're going to do it at the first week of March. I can't win. I know that, but it'll be fun to do.
It'll be so much fun to do, won't it? Aww.
I can out-design just about anybody. I'm very confident in my design skills. I cannot out-craft anybody, but I can out-design just about anybody.
Right.
I do have good design skills. That is something I have honed over the years, but her skill level is above mine beyond. But I told her last auction, I don't know if you guys saw it. It was pathetic. She made pieces that were hundreds of dollar pieces that were going for $25 and $30.
Yeah, see, that's terrible. And
I told her, I said, you know what? We need to do a challenge. I said, and if they're not going to pay more, I said, we're not going to start it cheap either, because that's ridiculous.
Have some kind of a reserve, first of all.
We're going to have started a reserve. That just isn't going to happen. I said, and if they don't want to pay, that's fine. I don't care. Whatever. I'll keep it. It'll sell eventually, and I don't have a problem. And she's like, well, if you really want to do that. And I'm like, yeah. And I said, oh, yeah, I'd love to beat you. And she goes, oh, yeah, right. Just try.
So the gauntlet is thrown, huh?
And I said, well, okay, I might have a prettier design. She goes, yeah, you might, but you ain't going to beat me. And I'm like, damn it, I know.
It's going to be fun to do, though. We're
going to use either bubblegum druzy and or she has a really pretty orangey copper color druzy that she cut, and I bought some of it, and she gave me a piece of the bubblegum. So we're going to use that as part of it.
Can you show us what they look like?
Huh?
Do you have them right there?
Do I have a piece of the druzy around?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what bubblegum is, and I don't know.
I don't know if I have the bubblegum, but I have the copper one.
Yeah, let me see that, because I don't even know what that looks like.
Okay, let me run and get it.
What stone has a copper color? I mean, I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Well, I'll probably, if we use the copper, I'll probably put it with turquoise, because copper is in turquoise. Do I have it? Did I make a mess?
Okay, guys.
I don't know. Can I find it for you? I might not be able to find it.
Well, my cat's up here. He wants some loving.
I'm not sure what I did with it. I'll have to find it later. But I'll send you a picture of it.
See my kitty? This is Ash.
Oh, I love great animals.
Say hi.
Hi, kitty. Meow, meow,
Yeah. What did I do to our camera?
meow. The cat's like, I'll take this just because you're
Yeah.
petting me.
Okay. Good, right? I didn't mess up the camera.
Nope, you look good. Yeah, I'll send a picture and I'll show it on Thursday for everybody. I'll
Okay.
have both of them out. And as for the bubblegum pink, I would probably put that with, I don't know what I'd put that with. She'll probably pull out her damn diamonds and put it with that.
Oh, I would imagine.
I don't know, but it's going to be fun and I will have a blast just doing it. I told her I said, we could do dueling torches online and I will go ahead and I will do it online.
Call it. That's what you ought to call it, dueling torches.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I need your opinion.
Ooh, I like that one.
That too.
Well, the one with the purple shows up better online.
Right, but what I'm going to do is put it on here.
Oh.
Do I want to, here's where I'm going to ask everyone's opinion. Do I want to do it only half of that and cut it so that we have half of that on there? Or do we want the whole thing as a focal? Or just the top or just the bottom? Or how do we want to, how would this look best?
Oh, I vote for off center, but that's just me.
I vote off center too, but I want to know about everybody else. Thanks,
Yeah,
Denise.
everybody else put your thoughts and ideas in for Kim.
This is a pendant, guys. And that I have two gray kitties. That's Ash. He's the alpha male. He's my baby. And then baby. Who is a female? She's
what's her name?
Gracie.
Gracie. Okay.
She's actually Russian blue. And then I have Ember Pearl, and she's all black.
Oh. They don't go after the
those birds that eat them up.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. I got one opinion. Off center looks good, both with top free floating.
What's that mean?
Not real sure.
I don't know either.
With top free floating.
I like it, but I don't know what it means.
Ma, be more specific for me, please. And do we like it down at the bottom, or do we like it off on the side?
Ooh, I like that. Just the way that is.
This
but that's the way I've been designing lately. So that's maybe biased.
Well, see, first thought, if I didn't have anybody else's opinion to ask, that's what I would do with it.
Oh, you would?
Okay. Now I have your opinion, which is great. Now I know that I'm on the right track, and I'd like to know, off center's great. Jewelry by Denise. Denise thinks off center's great. So that's 3 of us. And I think Ma is saying the same thing. Okay. Small on top, but where it moves freely. Oh, I see. Yeah, I could absolutely do that.
Dang, like Ma, that's awesome.
Yep, I sure can. I can do both kinds. I have enough veneer to do both ways.
Dang.
See what
you had saying. To one up us, didn't you?
Yes, you did. I like that idea. I'm going to make a note of that because I'm going to do that one next.
That's a good idea, though. I do that sometimes with some of my pendants.
I've never made a pendant before, so this is my first time.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I've never made anything jewelry-wise before.
Oh, you haven't?
I just bought these things, the posts and for post earrings, and I have bails coming tomorrow, and I have hooks coming tomorrow, and I have so that you know this is the first thing I've ever done that way. So
well, I do a lot of those free swinging ones, like what Ma's talking about. I do a lot of that with my earrings because that movement attracts your eye to your face.
right. Well,
So I do a lot of that with my earrings. Oh, that's what that needed. I decided my gray bunny, my other bunny needed to be gray and brown. I don't know. Are there calico bunnies? Probably not. Oh.
Okay, well, I'll get myself all paralyzed to where I won't do anything if I don't move forward.
Oh, well, don't do that. Just make something.
I know that's what I do, and I freeze myself up, and then I don't make anything because I'm too much, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm
You
going
overwhelm yourself.
I do.
Yeah.
Without
Well, that's normal.
Without even realizing. So I'm just going to put this on half. Let me line my cutter back up. Cut that off. Okay, there. How's that look?
Oh, yeah. I love the scallop edging.
Yeah, I like that too. It gives interest.
Now, Ma, do you do clay art too?
Well, Ma or Denise, here's one earring I could use for an earring.
That would be perfect for an earring.
And I'll just make another one, and then I'll have a set of earrings and a pendant. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Denise, do you make your own jewelry? I know you buy stuff. I didn't know if you made it too. So in watercolor, you have to move around because your it will like spread out like that if you work into places that are already wet. That's why I'm moving around to different areas.
Did you know when people make polymer clay canes, it can take them days?
I know. I've watched some ladies do it. It's amazing to me.
And cool down completely. And then start, you know.
Yeah, the one lady said she puts it in the freezer.
You can do that too. Yep. And that'll cool it down so that you can keep working with it. Okay, so I need.
I'm like, really? Wow. I had no idea. Every type of thing has its little tricks and stuff like that.
Yep. Perfect.
When I was little, we had a neighbor who accidentally ran over a baby's a nest of baby rabbits in his backyard.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah, he had a riding mower, so he brought them down to us and we raised them.
Yeah.
It was so much fun, but it was a lot of work. You had to bottle feed them for a while.
Aw, that little, huh?
Yeah, they were very little. They had just opened their eyes probably. And there were 6 of them.
Aw.
We had a huge guinea pig cage that we put them in.
I raised rabbits when I was little. I had them for years.
And then we had a flop ear. We had 2 flop ears that I showed one year in 4-H at the fair.
Yeah, mine were just pets.
Yeah,
Well,
mine were pets too. I just happened to show them. It
but
wasn't.
before I make that Skinner blend, I am going to put that in the freezer, and I'll make the Skinner blend tomorrow.
What is a Skinner blend? They keep talking about that on the clay things I'm watching.
Okay, Skinner blend is where you start with a dark piece and it gradient up till it gets to the lightest color.
Oh, so it's like an ombre.
It is an ombre, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn them and say ombre then.
There is a specific way to do it correctly.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Yeah, it's tedious.
I bet it is.
What I'm doing here, and I think I'm going to mount these on another piece of clay so that they're firmer and thicker. And then I'm going to bake these. I need to make a whole. See, I don't have my bales yet, so I don't know where to make my hole yet. I've started making a few pieces of jewelry from stones and repurposed jewelry. Oh yeah, Ma, that's awesome. I can't do that.
Oh, I'm so excited for you. Not to be shameless and plug myself, but I do have a bead and jewelry sale every Tuesday at 11 p.m. Eastern. That's not why I asked. You don't have to visit. And if you visit, you can just watch. You don't have to buy anything. I had a bead and jewelry store in the early 2000s, a brick and mortar. And then I started selling again online. And it's been fun because I love to see what people create with the things they buy from me. And I love to buy beads. So.
Look at your
head is a little misshapen, but.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, you think so? Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I do. It's adorable.
It's getting there, I guess. And I sell a lot of dollar bags and stuff like that, guys. Because I want everybody to be able to play. I think beading and jewelry is so fun.
I have never done that.
Done what?
Made a bracelet or anything.
Then what did you buy the beads for me for?
I buy them for to use on polymer clay and for the.
I was like, you bought beads for me. Why did you do that then?
And for the when I put them on a wire so you can hang them.
Oh, okay.
I like to use beads so that it has some interest.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
So what I'm doing is putting these on, these are going to be earrings. I'm putting them on another piece of clay so that they're thicker and more substantial. I don't want them to be thin to where they snap. We don't want that.
Oh, like you can kind of see its thumper foot.
Okay, there we go.
Get its tail in there. Because what's a bunny without a tail?
Right. Okay, we have a pendant and a set of earrings.
All right.
You'll put these in the oven. Let them bake. I'll be right back.
Cool. I need the grass to come up over here. How else? I got too much going on. Wow, it bleached out for no reason. I'm gonna work on the grass a little down here, guys, because the bunny's kind of in the grass, so I want it to come up around her. So I need to do a little work here. What color is that? I was hoping I was going to get this done today, but Kim will probably finish hers before I finish mine. But I will, if nothing else, guys, on my Instagram, which is just Designs and Do-Overs, and it's all spelled out, I will have it posted on there. And I will try and put a short up on YouTube to show you the finished of this, because I'm sure I'm not going to finish it today. I'm just not fast.
Do any of that.
I'm not a fast.
I am
I'm an old person.
Patience and the brain to sit and learn it by trial and error. I have very severe ADHD, and it's just getting worse as the older I get. And it's hard for me to focus. Like StreamYard, all that I do, you told me how to do something, I forget. And then everything else I figured out.
That's all right. That's good.
Because I had to, because you were waiting for me. So it's like, okay, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I'm going to figure it out, because she's waiting for me to send her a link to something, and I don't know how to even make one, let alone send the link, and I figured all that out.
Yeah, that's how I did it too. It's easier. I'm a visual learner and a kinetic learner, so I have to do it.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
That's just the way I am.
So,
and painters and artists nowadays, when they do stuff, they do it really fast, and that's great. But I learned to do art where you took hours to do it. You came back to it, and so it's really hard for me to shift to not.
Yeah, the world's a different place now.
Yeah, I don't fit in.
Yeah.
So,
right. You don't have to.
So I won't be finishing this I'll work on it probably later this afternoon, but I have to back off and look at it and get some perspective.
Right.
So, but I will post what it looks like when it's done, and maybe a process picture, or I may just film when I do it some more on my channel, guys. I apologize that it won't be finished for you, because I know Kim won't have the patience to stay on the hours.
Well,
and there's nothing wrong with that. I won't have the patience to sit here much longer.
I was going to say, let me think here. Are you really going to sit there and finish it? Because if you are, that's fine. I'll start in on something else. That's not a problem at all.
No, I probably only got another 10 or 15 minutes in me.
Okay. Ma, I'm reading your comment up here. I missed it, I guess. It says, if you have hooks, you can make the holes for your earrings. I have hooks coming tomorrow. I ordered them a couple days ago, and the packages have been delayed or something, both of them, because I ordered sterling silver hooks, and then I ordered regular different color hooks, stainless steel, and then a gunmetal tone, you know, different color hooks. And they still aren't here. And the Amazon says, we're sorry, your package has been delayed. It is being relabeled and shipped from a different location or something like that. I don't know what they're doing, but
yeah, they've had some problems. Well, and I know like my mail hub has had problems with it said outreach, Denver outreach hubs are having difficulties or something.
oh, really?
Like, what does that mean?
Well, that's what it means. We're not getting our packages on time.
Well, yeah, but I have like 4 people's packages that are sitting in outreach hubs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
well,
those people are mad at me.
Well, that's not your fault. They should know that it's not your fault. They shouldn't be upset with you.
I'm like, I can't make the post office run.
Right. These are my fridge magnets for anyone that hasn't seen them yet. I grabbed them off my fridge. This is my mama and baby owl. And I have
only got a few of these left, guys. These are cool.
flowers, all different color flowers. There's a blue one, and they all have a little bit of glitter on them, just a little bit to make them shine when the sun hits them. And then the lips, which I think are...
You need some lips in your life.
Bright and shiny. Would you call them Robert Palmer lips, right? Everybody yep. Robert Palmer. So I have them in red and in pink.
Okay, I just heard something that I didn't know.
What?
Robert Palmer was in Led Zeppelin?
What? He was?
Is anybody can confirm that before I ask my husband and sound like an idiot?
I'd have to Google that.
I know. This lady said that Robert Palmer was in Led Zeppelin, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, my first thought would be no, because the two styles of music are so entirely different that I can't see him coming from Zeppelin. But mean that I'm right. I'm just saying that's my first thought, you know?
Yeah, and I'm not like into music. I can tell you some of the 80s crap. Well, I'm an 80s girl.
Ma, you should have told me that before I put them in the oven. I forgot.
What?
The crescents need to face each other.
Oh, and, yeah, they do.
Yeah, and I didn't. I put the holes in place. Yep. It should have been one.
Right. You'll have to just make another set and make them the other way.
One more. Yeah, I'll just make one more. And I just squished one up. I had one made. I just squished it up.
That's okay. All right. Even if they don't face each other, it's okay.
At least you brought it to my attention. Now I'll remember it next time, because I won't do the same mistake twice. I don't wear earrings. I can't wear any metals. I can't wear earrings. I wear a wedding and engagement ring because they're white gold, but I can't wear any earrings because my ears react horribly. I mean, horribly to any metal. So I don't wear.
Have you tried the little plastic things you can put over the posts?
What do you mean?
They're just like little sleeves you put over the posts of earrings, and they're plastic.
Whose hole is that big?
Oh no, they're not. They're not that big.
No, obviously. No, I haven't. I never even knew they made those.
I just saw them the other day. I thought about picking some up to sell so people could try them.
Try them out and let me know.
Or give them to people to try.
Because, well, I only have one ear open now. The other one's grown closed. But if I could find a way to wear them, I'd wear them, you know? Yeah. But I can't. I haven't been able to wear them I gave up because it was like crazy.
After I had my son, I couldn't wear earrings for like 2 years.
Well, you know what? I I have 4 kids, and up until my last child, I was able to drink milk, eat ice cream, pudding, any milk product, no big deal. I had milk with every meal. And when he was born, he was lactose intolerant. And so am I now, once he was born.
It's all his fault.
It is his fault. Now, how does that happen? That's what I want to know.
Well, as we get older, we naturally become lactose intolerant. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Because
I was 35 when I had him.
It's a natural enzyme that our body produces, apparently.
Yeah, I think it was him because he was like, it happened the exact same time. I mean, I was drinking everything while I was pregnant with him.
Wow, this bunny might actually turn out.
It's going to be it's really darling as it is right now.
Oh my gosh, I may actually turn out something.
That is adorable. I mean, I love it.
Thank you. It's $1,000.
I'll just make another one, Denise. It'll be fine. The pair will be exactly the way you said, facing opposite each other. They're going to be just fine. And it's only one little piece, and I can make a pendant of it or something, you know. So no, it'll work out just fine. I appreciate you reminding me to do that though, because obviously I didn't remember that on my own. No, he's adorable, Kristin.
He may turn out.
Adorable.
That's what I mean is I have to fiddle, and it takes a while for me to get things done.
Yeah, that didn't take you long.
Oh, it's taking forever.
And look how cute.
Oh, I think that's the ugly orange brown. Yuck. I'm throwing that color away. There is none of that color in my life.
If I don't like a color of clay, I just mix it.
Yeah, that you can't mix. Did you see that color when I put it on? I think you missed it. It was horrible. It was orange brown. So there's no white in watercolor. So I'm making his tail, but you'll tell he has a tail, but it won't be true white.
Right.
So I gotta fix his earring. You gotta fix his ear, and then finish the little guy next to him.
As a kid, I swear white was in one of our colors in watercolor.
It is, but it's not. It's called gouache. So if you mix white that comes in your watercolor, it turns everything real chalky, and it makes it opaque. So then it's not a watercolor anymore. Because what makes watercolor is that it's transparent. And when you make it not transparent, then it becomes what's called gouache.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
Okay.
But yes, there is white in almost every set that you buy.
See, I thought maybe I was imagining it, but then I'm thinking, no, I remember.
Yep, and this set has white in it. There's white right there. But it makes everything very chalky, and yeah. So you use it with when kids start putting white in things, they're like, oh my God, it ruined the color. That's what happens. So if you want something lighter in watercolor, you just use more water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess I never thought about it because I don't paint. I paint on my polymer clay with acrylics, but I don't freehand paint. Like I'll paint something like the mermaid's bathing suit or the mermaid's tail or something like that. I'll paint. But I don't freehand paint anything like you're doing. I don't have that in me. I don't. I mean, I guess I could if that's all I had to do and I was, had lots of videos to watch and stuff. I could probably get some kind of a technique,
We
but
all have an artist in us. You just have to learn.
well, what I do is art. It's just different
Yeah.
than other people's art. That's all.
Yeah.
Making stories in
Oh,
art.
yeah. No, yours is a 3D art, and I have trouble with 3D art. I love it, but I have trouble with it. I
You
have,
did.
I have copper clay, so that when you fire it, it turns to copper, to
Yeah,
metal.
I look
And
at
I
that.
have sterling clay and gold clay, but I'm afraid to use it.
I look at that every month because
Oh,
I want some. And I keep thinking one day I'll get some.
I have a
But
whole bunch of it.
bloody expensive. I can't afford it. So,
Well,
it's
I bought some of the bronze and copper because it's cheaper, and I still haven't used it. I have it all, and I need to pull it out. I keep saying when I get my studio set up, I'll do that because then I'll have a place to do it at.
well, I want to see you use it. I want you to use it online. Will you do that?
Oh yeah, you mean you want to watch me fail?
No. Come on.
I've never done it before, but yeah, I do want to get it out and try it and see.
I watched a video on it. I mean, you do what you're going to do and then you bake it, or you fire it or whatever you call it.
Fire it, and I would fire it with my torch. I actually have a little kiln thingy, but I wouldn't use it. I would use my torch. But yeah, I've thought about doing that. Hey, maybe I'll use it when I do my challenge with Sandy, since I'm going to lose.
You got to practice it first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to practice.
I got a couple weeks to practice.
Yeah, well, good. You can practice online. Just to see, you got to see how it reacts, how it works.
Yeah, I brought some bronze and I bought some copper clay too, because that was new. That they had just come out with that a couple years ago, and I thought, oh well, I could try that before I tried the silver, and then I wouldn't ruin the silver clay.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen bronze or copper. I've only ever seen the silver and gold, to be honest.
Well, maybe I'll have to go downstairs and pull it out and see how many packs I have. If I have a couple packs, I'll send you one.
Oh God, I'd love that. That would be so much fun.
How are you going to fire it?
I don't know. It depends on
your husband have a plumber's torch?
Oh yeah, we got those.
Okay, you can fire it then.
Yeah.
As long as your hubby has a plumber's torch, you can fire it.
And he just took it over. All the tools are mine. He came with different. He didn't come with tools. He came with the table saw and some sawhorses. And I had every other.
But I thought he was I thought that's what he did for a living.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to have his own. He didn't have to have his own tools, table saw, that because they were building, or they were renovating a building into a daycare center. He didn't do finish, like he didn't need different size hammers for
okay,
finishing strips around window. None of that. It wasn't like that. It was
okay.
Walls and drywall was probably the most finished they did, drywalling. Then the painters would come in to paint, there were different.
Yeah.
So no, I had all the tools because
I did all the toolies.
I was the only mom and dad in my kids' lives. I had children and I raised them all myself. There wasn't somebody around to have them do anything. I had to do it all myself. So yeah, my dad used to buy me a tool every year for Christmas. That was my Christmas present. He would buy me a tool.
I think that sounds fabulous.
Yeah. So it was me.
Yeah, one of my favorite places to go wander around is Harbor Freight.
I love Harbor. My husband hates Harbor Freight. There's all cheap tools. He likes Home Depot. So we go to Home Depot all the time. I love to go through there.
I love Home Depot too. Yes.
I prefer Lowe's. He preferred Lowe's, but I prefer Home Depot. That's the way
I
it is.
like Lowe's, but my husband and my son worked at Lowe's for years and years and years, was in middle management there. But my husband will not go to Lowe's for some reason. He just only goes to Home Depot. My son only goes to Lowe's, obviously.
Well, Lowe's is more expensive, that's for sure. And they don't have a lot of the same things that Home Depot has.
No, they have totally different things.
Yeah, they do. They have totally different things. Yes.
So, but I like Harbor Freight.
I like Harbor Freight too.
I will always be a Harbor Freight girl. But yes, they do have cheap tools. They have expensive ones too, but.
Well, he took me there for Christmas and said, okay, this is what I want from Secret Santa. Well, you know, it's only me, so that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
So the soccer sets he wanted, what sizes and everything, you know. So I thought, well, I'll never make it back to Harbor Freight, for one thing. Second of all, I'm just going to do shopping online because it was winter and I never had the car. He always had it. So when was I going to do it, you know?
Yeah.
So I just ordered him a DeWitt set.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he got some that were, you know, he can't complain. They won't break in a year. Oh, me too. The smell of the lumber yard. Oh, yeah.
My aunt and uncle had a lumber yard, and we would spend summers up there at their lumber yard.
We my husband has a chainsaw, and we have the woods right here that are our woods, and he cuts up wood, chops wood, you know. So I go down there, and when I load another log on the fire, I smell the fresh wood. Yeah, it's awesome. I love the smell of wood.
She has her own outdoor camping area that he built for her.
He was up there yesterday working on the steps and sent me a picture.
There we can glamp in.
We have some daffodils growing up there that he put an old rotted out tin planter around. The whole bottom's rotted out of the planter, and the daffodils are just a patch growing wild.
Uh-huh.
And he put a planter around those a couple of years ago, and every year they bloom. So he was working on the steps because, you know, every year when we get the heavy rains and everything and the snow, the weight of it all will wash the wooden steps loose. So he goes up there and redigs them out every year. So he was started on that yesterday and then sent me a picture while he was up there. He took a picture of the daffodils that were blooming again. And it was like, wow, already it is time to put the tent up, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. We live in Pittsburgh, which is all hills, and he dug out a flat spot on the side of the hill. And when I say hill, it's like something that you can't walk up. You have to actually climb it. You can't walk up it. It's that steep. And it's right out the back of our house. It's our property. So he went up there with a little trowel and a shovel, and he dug deep into the hill, like 10, 12 feet into the hill, and piled that dirt up and made it a level spot where we put a 10 by 20 foot tent up every year, and we camp out for 3 seasons of the year.
Well, and she has a TV out there.
Yeah, he runs the cable.
And a coffee maker.
Yeah, for morning coffee.
Don't let her say it's camping. It's glamping, guys.
It is definitely glamping, but it's progressed over the years. It was just a tent, first of all. And then it was he had, what did they call it? Ideas of grandeur, right?
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, he elaborates on it every year. It gets better and better. So my health, it gets worse and worse. So I don't complain. You know, you still see the stars out at night, and you still hear the deer in the morning. And
she's able to be outside and still do her camping. He's so sweet.
Yeah, we have a fire pit there, and we usually cook dinner and sit by the fire till it gets dark. Then we'll go in and lay down and watch some TV and go to sleep. and it's nice, you know. It's like a getaway, but I don't have to go far. It's a whole different world, and it's I recommend it to anybody that has
And her
any.
coffee's better in her kitchen, so she gets up and goes into the kitchen to make her own coffee.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
He spoils her.
Yeah. Well, you know, there were years where I spoiled him
That's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be.
up until I couldn't anymore, you know. I mean, all he had to do was work and come home. I worked and I did everything else, you know, all the laundry, all the cleaning, you know, I did everything for years and years and worked a full-time job and raised my son because he was the youngest at home. Um, you know, and he didn't have to do anything, which was how I wanted it, you know. And then little by little, I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that. And then, you know, he pitched in like, you know, no problem. No, I mean, everybody's probably thinking, well, yeah, he should. And I agree. And he doesn't have a problem with pitching in, you know. It's just more and more things I can't do, like the laundry, and
Yeah, it just stinks for you.
it does. I mean,
yeah.
in 6 years, my world fell apart. Aren't they coming out beautiful? Ma says the bunnies are coming out so beautiful.
Well, thank you, honey. I appreciate that.
Well, Ma, you know, it's not really camping where what we do. I mean, we have an air mattress, the queen
That's
size,
as much camping as I want to do.
triple thick air mattress, and I have a heating mattress pad on it. So we each set our side to how warm we want it. So the bed's never cold. It's always nice and warm, no matter what the temperature is outside. I love it when it's like snowing outside and I'm under the blankets in that heated mattress pad, and oh my God, it's the best sleep ever.
I bet so.
It is the nice cold air, and then your body is all nice and warm. It's
Yeah.
one. I love it.
Okay, guys. My neck is starting to hurt, so I'm not going to be able to finish this.
Okay.
Oh, and the buddies, he looks like he's sitting with his butt up in the air, so I got to ground him. Yeah, I got to move some grass up there. But yeah, they're almost done. So.
Yeah, Mossman's still a hard pass. No thanks. I get it. It's not everybody's thing. All right, guys. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready to go, let me know and we'll come on again sometime.
Yeah, whenever.
Text me and let me know.
Okay.
Bye, guys. Thanks again.
Bye. Have a great day, guys.